We have a large military exercise underway. Matter of fact, the largest in Eastern Europe since the Cold War. This involves the United States, European allies, all these different NATO countries together. And involved in this is some 2,000 NATO paratroopers, which will be filling the skies over Poland because Poland is going to be the base for this Anakonda 2016 exercise that will run roughly 10 days. Kicked off yesterday. They have some 30,000 troops from 24 different countries, including non-NATO states like Finland and Kosovo, participating in events across Poland. Now, this is designed to emulate a joint defensive operation on a large scale. Now, components of this have live fire training. They're saying that they're going to be putting up bridges to get across rivers. And one of the key things to pay attention to here is they're saying that they're going to be operating in an electronic warfare environment and unspecified cyber operations. It's going to be a key element to this. It also states that Anakonda is going to pull in resources from 2 other training exercises occurring simultaneously in the region. Those are called Sabre Strike 16 and Swift Response 16. I've spoke about those before as well. So you have at least 3 massive military exercises going down, and the one here, Anakonda, they're dubbing the largest since the Cold War. Well, you factor in the other 2 that are going down on both sides of it simultaneously, and this is a lot larger than just 30,000 troops. So it is a massive operation. This is what had Russia throwing out statements, this and that, and they even said, we're not going to invade Poland. They're trying to play it off like they're not too worried. But any country that sees this amount of activity on its doorstep, trust me, they're worried. They're keeping an eye on it. No one wants to see their country start getting hit with nukes and having to fire back and the defense shields going up and this and that. Will it come to that, or would this just be frontline confrontation? You're talking U.S. troops against Russian troops directly. That's what it would end up coming down to. They're mixed in there with the NATO bunch, and it would be guys from different countries all together, but don't get it twisted. Americans would be on the front lines fighting and firing against Russians. And the Russians have the backing of the Chinese, the Iranians. And it always seems like when these things get into motion like this, that it just like last year, they had a huge convoy. They said it was the largest ever. There was actually a name for it. It went through multiple countries, right up onto the doorstep of Russia, and then Russia started popping off threats, this and that. Nothing ever happened. Then Syria fired back up. And it's like once they've got people paying attention to one area, Ukraine will fire up. You see? And you have to know that Russia and China are watching everything in real time off the satellites and every other piece of equipment that they have out there. But at this point, this is a massive exercise going down, the largest in Europe since the Cold War, and it's running parallel here with multiple other exercises. So they've got troops spread out over a large distance, tens of thousands of them, and this is what's underway right now in Europe. I just wanted to keep track of it, make note of it, make people aware of what's going on. I'll continue to update with more as I come across it. Until next time, it's been Dabu7.